It's Emma. How are you doing today? Today I'm going to be going over my TBR for the BookTubeathon, which is happening really soon. I think by the time this video goes up, it'll be like within a week. If you don't know, the BookTubeathon is a read-along that the whole BookTube community can participate in. It's thrown by Ariel Bassett every year. I'll leave all the information down below if you want to know more about it. I've never done BookTubeathon before. I wanted to last year. I can't remember if I had started my YouTube channel yet or if I was like in the pre-stages of starting it, but I didn't really know how to participate because I was still a total BookTube baby. But now this year, I really wanted to. Like, usually read-alongs kind of stress me out. In general, I don't participate in read-alongs or readathons because it stresses me out. I put too much pressure on myself. But I'm just in a place right now where I'm actually excited to do it. I've just been in a reading mood. I've been reading a lot more than I have been in the past couple months, and I've been really enjoying all of the books that I'm reading. And I also am really excited for all the books that I have to read. It just like hit me at the perfect time. It's just so fun. Like the idea of all of us reading at the same time as much as we can is it's just fun. This is like what BookTube is all about, bringing people who love books together. Now, I am going to have to work 4 days, I think, the week of BookTubeathon, so I'm not going to be doing all the video challenges or participating to the utmost. I'm just going to do what I can and what I feel in the mood to do, and it could be that I just end up reading along and not doing any videos, although I don't really foresee that happening. I think I'm going to at least want to do some kind of reading vlog. I'm going to get into my TBR. There's a bunch of different challenges. There's 7. I think I doubled up on some of them, and I also have like multiple options for some of them, so we will see what actually happens. The first challenge is read a book with a person on the cover. For this one, I'm doing the BookTubeathon choice book, which is Juniper Lemon's Happiness Index. The version that I got has a person on the cover. It's actually funny that this one was picked because I've shelved it at work like 100 times. Seen this book so many times and I don't know anything about it, but it had interested me because I'd been staring at the cover like every day at work. So I'm really excited to read this one. Like I said, I know nothing about the plot. I'm assuming it's a contemporary. I've actually been having really good luck with contemporaries recently, which has never happened to me before in my life. Challenge number 2 is read a hyped book. For this one, I'm going to read Tokyo Ghoul Volume 1. This one could also fit for a book that you bought because of the cover, or a book with a person on the cover. This one could knock off a lot of the challenges, but I'm picking it for hyped because I feel like I have really high expectations for this. It's just one of those manga series that if you read manga, at some point you will probably read this manga. This is a horror manga. I'm pretty sure that is like the official genre. What it says on the back makes me laugh every single time I read it. It says, Shai Ken Kaneki is thrilled to go on a date with the beautiful, I don't know how to say that name, but it turns out that she's only interested in his body. In eating it, that is. It's about this boy who is half human, half ghoul, like half ghost, I think. The third challenge is finish a book in a day. I'm gonna read I Love My Love by Raina Biddy. This is a little poetry book. It's very short. I think I can do it in a day. I often read poetry books in one sitting like I do manga, although this one, some of it is long poetry, and this one could also be the read the entire thing outside book, so we will see about that. Challenge number 4 is read about a character that is very different from yourself. For this one, I picked A List of Cages by Robin Rowe. This book centers around 2 kids who were foster brothers, and that alone is enough to make it very different from me because I grew up in a very stable, safe environment. But also, it takes place in a high school, and I did not go to high school. I was homeschooled. So anytime I'm reading a book that takes place in a high school, it's really different from my own experiences when I was that age. I'm not really sure that I will get to this one. I'm hoping to get to it, but I kind of have a feeling that I won't. In which case, my book for challenge number 5 will also work for this one. Challenge number 5 is read an entire book outside, as in whenever you're reading that book, you're reading it outside. And the one that I picked is Your Name by Makoto Shinkai. This is a light novel based on the anime Your Name. I still have not watched the anime movie, but it sounds incredible. And this one just seems like a good one to read outside. It's kind of short. It seems like it's going to be really dreamy and emotional, both things that I love in general and both things that fit with reading outside. But this one could also work for the characters that are very different from yourself because, again, it takes place in high school, but also these characters live in Japan. I am American, so... And challenge number 6 is read a book that you bought because of the cover. For this one, I'm picking up Windfall by Jennifer E. Smith. I bought this on the day that I did the rainy day at the bookstore vlog video. I didn't know anything about it. I literally bought this just because of the cover. I love the colors, I love the gold, I love the font of the title, and the underneath cover. If that isn't my aesthetic, I don't know what is. This one is about two best friends. Alice, one of the best friends, is in love with the other best friend, Teddy, and on Teddy's 18th birthday, she convinces him to join the lottery, and I think he wins, and he wins like $140 million. Even though the summary sounds kind of like funny and, oh, they win the lottery and best friends in love, I get the sense that it's actually going to be about relationships and family dynamics, deeper things than the summary suggests. I don't know, I could be totally wrong about that, but that's just the impression that I got. I might pick this one up first because it is the longest and it's the one that I'm most excited for some reason. And challenge number 7 is to read 7 books. I'm not even going to pay attention to this challenge. I'm going to pretend it doesn't exist because, first of all, I don't have 7 books on my TBR. I just do not foresee that in any possible circumstance I will read a book a day when 4 of those days I'm going to be working 8 hours. Let me know down in the comments if you're participating in BookTubeathon and what your TBR is. If you made a video about your TBR, leave me the link so I can check it out because I'd love to see the people who watch my videos. I'd love to see your videos about BookTubeathon and what you're planning to read and stuff so that it's more connected and fun. Thanks for watching, and I will see you soon with a new video.